Kapow. Get that baby set up. Looking right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it'd be in the thread if I don't move it a little bit. All right, so it's raining a little bit this morning. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. It's been a pretty rough night if you lived in Mississippi, Alabama, and this morning in Georgia. It's been a pretty rough night. From what I could see. Clear from Texas yesterday, all the way through. There's been a lot of tornadoes this week. And a little way to end the year as far as the tornadoes. And honestly, I think this year, in my mind, at least in Ohio where I'm at, this has probably been the worst year for tornadoes I can ever remember. I mean, we had, I know there was a big one in Xenia years and years ago, but I don't remember it. I was a kid. But this year we had a lot early in the year, and so I don't ever remember them being so bad. I'm looking for my daggone over there. Okay, yeah, I set some of this stuff out for the carts. It'd be easier to find, and now I got a big cluster of tools up there on the bench, and you guys were hiding. They kind of look like a tool if they're sitting by them, you know. See what we got. Hey, Possum, how's it going, my man? Glad to see you in there. All right, I'm going to get started with this. I'm going to make another morel. I need to make more of these bigger morels because I don't have any more other than this one that I just made the other day. And so I'm going to make that one. There's the one I made the other day. Try to make another morel mushroom very similar to that one. Possum, do you find them where you're at? Hey, Lori Keller, how's it going? 3 to 4 months, people will be excited about these things. And then they just have morels just have like I don't know, it's almost like Bigfoot, except for they actually exist. You know, that's just how, because they are very hard to find, you know. Let's see who else we got before I get going here. Hey, Gary. Yeah, not what you thought when you first looked at it? No, well, I mean, I've had that. Hey, Daryl, what's going on? And Gary, don't get too carried away about the suggestion, but I get it, man. I mean, we've had a bunch of that. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make another one. See, we got Daryl, Possum. Hey, they're rare in your area. Yeah, Mark, sometimes some places are hard to find. I'm very fortunate because I can find them, within about 300 yards of my house. There's like 6 or 7 different places I can find them. Actually, there's one place right behind my house that's probably 30 feet behind my house I find them. Tell you what, I just got thinking, I can give you guys something to look at. Here's a big Morel Cardinal sitting on top of it. Right there. And it's kind of cool. I'll leave that in the background. Yeah, that's pretty good. If I can get this stupid pod to work out all right. Come on. There we go. Something like that. Okay. Hey, appreciate you guys. Be sure and hit the like there. See who else I got here. Whatever it is, it works. Yep, I got you. Trying to get that thing just right. I don't know if there's a such thing. That's just right. But anyway, we'll go with it, right? Okay. Now, I made a little one of these last year, and I put a face on it, little eyes and a mouth, and it just looked really creepy. But that said, I was going to give it to a guy who was going to plant it ahead of him and his son going looking for morels, and I never got to give it to him. So that's just the way these things go. Boy, I'm getting hot already. Yeah. Look at this work shirt, the 1990 some Bill Jordan Mega Bucks. But anyway, Dad had this. When he died, I took a lot of his clothes and T-shirts and things like that. I thought I'd keep them to work out of. And this one here, I just think it's funny. I don't know. Back in the day, Bill Jordan and the Mega Bucks. I got up this morning and ate me a spinach and kale salad with some rainbow trout. In fact, it was a whole little rainbow trout, like a 13-incher. I'm good to go till about 10:30, I'd say. That's pretty good for the all the little cuts I'm going to put on it. So I might as well sand that dude down, burn it, paint it, burn it again. But they don't take that long, and you know, I mean, 45, 50 bucks, something like that. Around here, people buy them. So I like making them. They're fun to make. They're easy to make. If you come out here and you're going to do some other stuff, maybe more complicated, it can't hurt to warm up making one of them. So that ain't bad either. Let's see what we got here. 159 watching and 23 likes. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Let's see. You broke some fingers. Uh-oh. Hopefully somebody didn't have to get the ditty. What's going on, RTS, man? Glad to see you in there. Yeah, you're right. There's not a lot of them hitting the like button, yeah. That's all right, though. Can't win them all. Okay, so I'm going to sand this baby down. And, here. Man, I've had this sinus thing going on, off and on for, I don't know, about 3 weeks now. And at one point I thought I was over it, and then warm weather came back. Just wish it would get cold and stay cold. And then, it's typically drier. But like, heck, we've had rain for days now. We're going to have a lot more rain today. All right, little burning time. Burn it, paint it, sand it again. Burn it, something like that. Burn it, sand it, burn it. Burn, sand, burn. Burn her at the stake. That's how I do. I like to paint it, and then I got to go get a lighter. And I always forget lighters. I don't know what my deal is with that. But anyway, we'll go ahead and paint this dude. And the paint can be drying while I locate a lighter. And we'll go from there. Burn it, sand it, be done. I like making these. And if you live in the Midwest or somewhere where you find morels and you wanted to learn how to carve something, these are a really good starter, and they sell. I mean, I don't know what it is about morels because I've only been looking for them for about 5 years myself, and I didn't grow up with these. I didn't know what one was till I moved to where I live now. So these things have almost a cult following. I mean, it's crazy, and but at least they're real. I mean, that's the thing. They're just they can be really hard to find. And there's no rhyme or reason for how they come up from one year to the next. I mean, there's certain things like they tend to be most commonly found around slippery elm, but then ash and some other trees like that. But one year, you could go 2 or 3 years and maybe find one or two, and then all of a sudden go up and find a couple hundred in the same spot, and no rhyme or reason for why. I see a little bit. Could use a little bit more dark. I do this instead of burning. It's quicker. Bottom line, it's just faster to do it this way. And the only issue you gotta wait a little bit for that to dry. But it really don't take that long. If it graze it out a little bit internally, it really don't hurt nothing. But then if you burn it with the lighter, oh, here we go. Okay, torch. If you burn it with the lighter, it heats up real quick, and you don't have to sit and wait too long. But they're kind of neat. Somebody's always got something goofy to say about it, and it is what it is. But they don't know what they're looking at anyway, so let kids be kids, right? Can you hear him screaming? Oh! 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 Yeah. See what happens more on it? Get too close. Pretty nice for me because it's pretty moist out there, and I'm not having to deal with it now that I built this building. And I got a long form video I'm going to put out tomorrow. I think 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And the reason I'm doing that tomorrow is because a lot of people just don't put out content on Mondays. And the irony of that is, when I check the analytics on when people are on YouTube watching, Monday is actually a pretty big day for people to be on YouTube. And you know, even though people aren't putting out a lot of content, so give you a little something to watch. The first decoration piece I put on the building I built out here, and a sign, big sign, and that's all I'll say about it. Pretty fun to make. Keep heating it. I'm burning the little pieces off and heat that paint up to where I can sand it at the same time. And you can leave them like that. I know I talked about this when I made that one on Thursday. Right now it just looks like a black morel. Black morels are really hard to find. They're smaller. They're early variety of morel. Comes up usually about 20 to 30 days before the grays and the yellows start coming up. So you could just leave it like that. I'm not going to, but you could. Let's see what we got. Hey, we got up to 33. That's awesome. Appreciate you guys watching, that's for sure. Hey, Portugal. What's going on, Lewis? Glad to see you in there, my man. Just giving this. Hey, you like that big bird in the background? Big cardinal? Here, I'll show you. He's got an elm leaf on the other side. That's the other side of him. And where the mushroom picked up and picked up the leaf off the ground with it. And then I'll give you a side view. That's the side view. And yeah, he's a pretty big piece. I really like him. And that morel is just awesome. They come out great. Okay. Let's sand this dude. Let me find my face mask again. And get the sand in. And I think I'm going to make another little cardinal. This time of year, here, you got to make cardinals. I mean, you don't have to do nothing but die and pay taxes. But cardinals, they sell really good. These sell good in April, March, April. Cardinals sell good now. So I think I'm going to make another one of them next. And I got a whole shelf full of crap I've got building up over there. Let's go and sand this dude. good enough for that. I'm gonna burn him again. That's it. And then unbolt that dude and set it off the side and we'll make something else. Let's see, but I like doing them too because of warm up. I hadn't been making any, you know, because Cardinals and stuff like that, the big deal this time of year. But I ran out of Morels, and really in the last 3 weeks of December, what I had, people bought them, so got to make them. Anyway, now all I'm doing is I made a lot of fuzzy little pieces, little thready pieces in the wood in between where I just sanded that. So I go back through, burn them off, and it actually will take a lot of the dust off. And if it's got some of the dust on it, it don't really hurt anything. When you clear coat it, it just blends right in. If it sticks to the paint a lot, which it does, then when you clear coat it, it just blends right in. It's good. But they're not too bad, you know. I mean, it does look a lot like what it's supposed to look like, so I can't complain. And this is the only kind of mushroom that I'm really, you know, like I could make toadstool type mushrooms. I've made a few of them here and there like that, but they don't sell around here like these do. You can sell them, but not like these. So that's my focus. If I'm going to make one, that's my focus. And I probably need to make 2 or 3 more big ones like this. But I'm not thinking it's going to be today. And then I won't be on here this afternoon. We got a family thing. Meeting quite a bit of our family here. It's late afternoon, evening. And so normally I get on here twice on Sundays, but that probably won't be the case today. Although I can say, with this lights and all this I've got out here now, I could come out here at midnight and work. It's so bright. There's no shadows. It's awesome. There we go. Anyway, that's that thing. And the smoke rolling off of it, ain't it? It's warm too. Heck yeah. Alright, there's that. Okay. Let's check up one of these and buzz this out another piece. Because I got about till about 10:30. And if I'm making this little stuff, I can probably make 3 pieces actually. Maybe. That or I got so many of them over there that aren't even completed yet that I can work on. Alright, there we go. Okay. Getting on there enough. I'll kind of draw this out. This one's going to be the normal one I make that'll fit on my shelf, which is the point of the cardinal head. It's kind of, instead of being straight up, it's kind of more back that way. And so that's kind of what I'm going for. And I don't know that I'll necessarily follow those lines. But what I do is, like I've got a chip here or a crack here, so I guess I want to come this way. Turn that around. And you look for natural cracks in this stuff. And here's one here. It ain't gonna get any worse. This is kiln dried post that I'm making this out of. But try to put that on the side of the bird. And then the head. I got my goofy little way of measuring this stuff. It's pretty laughable. It's kind of funny at the same time, you know. And it don't always work. That's it. I try to hold my arm here and just walk around and ring around the rosy. You know what I mean? And it don't always work, but that's worth a shot, right? It gives me an idea, you know. And that's all you're really going for. And it makes for cardinals with tails that are a little short. But I'm telling you, people don't care. These things do really well. Especially this time of year, people's birding, they come in, they see them, and they're not that expensive to begin with. And they're pretty excited about it. So I think I'll make this one with this being the front and that being 45 degree off to the right. The head, yeah, that'd be about right. Something like that. See what y'all got. A lot of smiley faces. Man, bears been stealing power poles. Yeah, there you go. Now, actually, it sounds funny, but they're fence posts. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a you could use that for a small utility like a cable or the old phone lines and all that. And you believe there's pretty much no not to sound uh, anti progress, you know, because definitely glad we got the stuff we got now. It's pretty neat. You believe there's hardly any telephone poles anymore? And all that stuff is cable. I mean, they're there. They're not they're not old telephone wire. It's cable data, and that's pretty cool. You know, I mean, things change. I mean, we got that stuff for a reason because it works a heck of a lot better than what the old stuff did. And who can't remember pieces of the movie where it shows a woman with the RC plugs plugging them in from one wall to the next to try to make the connections so that your call could go through from A to B, you know? Oh, that's pretty funny stuff, really. All right, another drink of my coffee here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no sawdust in it this time. It's up high enough. That's all good. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't get AT&T or AEP or somebody bring me out some more of these. All right. No, I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't know if I got enough fuel in here to do this whole Cardinal, but we're just gonna do it and run it out. No, I can tell you right now, I don't have enough fuel to do it, but I might as well get started. One thing I noticed about this piece now is I'm gonna have to be careful because it's a crack here and it doesn't go over to the side, but it's gonna be in that area where I'm gonna make that head a lot thinner. So I'm just gonna have to try to be careful. Fuel. Go ahead and put some fuel in it. What we got here? How many watching now? 54 and 357. Hey, the Electric Whittler, an awesome member of the channel and an awesome Dremel carver. Hey, Freaky Mom, how's it going? Glad to see y'all in there. All right, guys, glad to see you. Heck yeah. All right. You have coffee, Freaky Mom. You have coffee. All right. Fuel in the scrunch. And I don't know about the oil. I might need oil too, so I'll bring it up here. Can't hurt, right? Can you hold this? No, his head's too pointy, so here's what it is, right? Take these off. I don't want to hear him talking bad about me. Or he don't want to hear me talking bad about him. I guess I should say. Yeah, I seen in a video Amy did where she made the second little video. She was working on that. Oh, they call them wood spirits, whatever. But anyway, and you know, she got tongue tied, and she's like, "See what I mean?" And I mean, you get it wrong all the time, and it's just out there. And you know, we all go through it. You're trying to talk to people. You know, there's an element. There's two things. There is either an element of nervous when you know people are watching you, or you're nuts. It's just one of the two, and you know, it kind of is what it is. So that makes me feel better. There's a little bit of hope for me that I'm not totally whacked out yet, because it does make you a little nervous. And like you know the camera's on, even if nobody's even if you're doing a long form video and you get stuff wrong, it kind of jacks with you. It's a little different. And case in point, Friday I every song I played Friday, well, there was a few of them that just came up and I played them, but everything I had on my little playlist for Friday, I played them twice, and everything come out great. And then when I actually try to play it with the pressure of knowing people are watching, and I don't play guitar and sing all the time, so you know, it's not like this here where I'm getting on here and doing it every 2 days. And the pressure of knowing that people are watching you, it does jack with you. You know, that's just the way it is. But what comes out is what comes out. It's just, you know, that's just life. Ain't nothing about, you know, if I say something, or if I were to say something and realize I probably wasn't appropriate or shouldn't have said it or anything, I'm just going to have to delete the whole video in the case of something like this. So you try not to be too crazy, you know, and take the blue pill. You'll feel better. No. That's my issue. I won't take any pills. Oh yeah, you see me playing Metallica? First time seeing the channel, I was playing Metallica. All right, RTS, yeah. Awesome, my man. Heck yeah, I'm just glad you're in here. Hey, Millie Maple, what's going on? All right, I'm gonna get back going with this guy and go from there. But yeah, sorry running my trap so much. forgot that I was making this bird with a 45-degree turn to the right. This is supposed to be the straight line. It's perfect with where the beak's at. And I dug that off there, but I still can save it. I just forgot about it, but it's not so far out that I can't continue to make it in that 45. It's the way it goes. You get busy. You forget what you're doing sometimes, but heck yeah, what we got here? 64 likes. That's awesome, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh, man. So, hey, still 170. 170 there, Austin. And I haven't had this one very long. It's probably like one of the last ones, the place that I got it from. And I dropped it and broke the this side of the chain lock, the brake. But this piece doesn't do anything. It's a floating piece. It still locks just fine. Comes unlocked just fine. But I haven't had this one very long. I like it. All right, so I got the tail marked out, and I'm stuck with him with that 45 degree to the right. So I better not screw him up again. I need to make some wing lines before I cut anything else. out pretty good now. I mean, I got that shape. I'll show you. That's a straight on view. He's got a nice 45. Belly's brought out. It's a little flatter here in the head shape. It should be just a little bit. Show off that chest. And then I got the wing shape out. So I got to clean the back of him up now. Before I come back here and try to clean this beak up a little bit more in the chest, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the back. So I'm going to roll him around a little bit so I can see the back side of him. I'm working the wings in and all that. The shape first. I got there's a little bit of the shoulder here. And that's fairly natural, really, if you leave a little bit of that in. Because if they turn really hard to one side, a lot of times you'll see a bird and it'll have that one side will pop up just a touch. So I might go with it. I'll take some out, but I'm not going to take all of that out. And let's see how it goes. See if I can get myself a little more room. This is where I gotta be careful because I want to go right behind the head and it'd be in the back of it. Stupid thing. Here we go. All right. I wanted to go right here and start making my wing shape, and it needs to be right here. So I'm glad I kind of paused for a second and see how it goes. Hey, appreciate all them likes. 88 likes. That's really awesome. But glad you guys having a good conversation too. Heck yeah. All right. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys can explain that. All right, you got 270 some people in there watching. I'd say it's a really good time to have an official disclaimer. Chainsaws, especially chainsaws, but not limited to just chainsaws, should never be used for anything whatsoever, included but not limited to their original purpose, which is to cut wood. Not to do this, not to carve. You should never pick up a chainsaw and try to do anything like this. It's insane. Anyone that does this cannot have any concern for their personal safety and well-being. So never, ever, 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 ever pick up a chainsaw for any reason whatsoever. Just don't do it, folks. You will die. Blood will be shooting this way, that way. The buzzers will circle. They'll be picking your bones. People will wonder why you didn't show up for work. Just don't do it. Okay, that's what I got. Official disclaimer. So that's the feathers. This tail wants to chip quite a bit, but it just kind of is what it is. There's a knot here, and that's why it's that wood's so kind of fragile on the end. And I noticed the same thing up here in another spot. But it's just par for the course of these posts. They're already dry wood, and just kind of is what it is. I gotta wipe my face off. I mean, I got really, really hot. I mean, it's humid. I guess it's just humid. It's humid as can be out here. I mean, I don't really feel that whatever, but wipe some of that off. Okay, a little better. And then turn around and put some hot coffee in, which I'm sure ain't hot now anyway. No, it's not even lukewarm. It's probably barely cooler than I am. Oh well. Okay, so I got the feather detail on the back and the crown, and then I flip this baby around and do the chest of it. But I think it's coming out pretty good. I really enjoy doing this. Let's see what we got now. 93 and 150. Heck yeah. It's pretty good. It'd be nice to get the 100. That'd be really awesome. Okay, I'll keep going. How many minutes have we been on here, by the way? Yeah, just now in a little over an hour. Okay. That's awesome too, isn't it? Turn that dude around because I'm totally on the front now. Yeah, it came out like I was planning on. I mean, I almost didn't because I wasn't paying that close attention, but needs to be turning to the right. Not looking too bad. Pretty big beak on him, you know. All the female birds fly by and whoa, he's got a big beak. You know what they say about a cardinal with a big beak? I don't know. All right. think that's pretty well roughed in. I'll have to do the eyes and stuff later. I'll go ahead and burn him. Might as well burn him. Sand him, burn him, sand him, burn, sand, sand, burn, sand. Something like that. Actually, I'll knock all that stuff off and then I'll burn him. Ah, man, I'll tell you. Fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm just building a big shelf full of stuff that needs finished over here, so I might as well do what I can to finish this one. It ain't like I ain't got plenty of time. Let's see. I got another piece up there too. I could make one, or I might make another mushroom. I ain't really sure. It would be nice to make a food filled type mushroom because we did have one. We sold it in there, so I might do that. Honestly, standing at first in the case of that piece of wood, and I don't remember from one to the other, it's just the way it is. It's not like I do it every day. It ain't gonna do me as much good until I do burn it. Did it turn the gas on? I didn't think it did. There we go. That's a bit too much. Okay. On her at the stake. But yeah, sometimes, and different woods are different. Some you can go right in and sand, and like I did that pine, which is fairly wet. That's a tree that was cut down in the summertime, and this kiln dried. You never know. I mean, but I guess when I think about it, this stuff does tend to be more. You gotta burn it first. To knock all them little fuzzies off. But it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with him, how he's coming out. Cute little guy. We'll name him Roger. Roger the Cardinal. Why Roger, you say? Because I've already used Bill about 40 times. This one here, we've been trying to get him to take Channix. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he smokes. All right, let's see what y'all got. Let's see, 282 and 104, guys. I appreciate that. Woodworker's Dilemma, has an awesome channel. He makes all kinds of stuff, including carving. Check him out. Hey, Michael S., what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you. Heck yeah. Yeah, and EW, yeah, he's smoking. Check out the Electric Whittler. He is an awesome Dremel carver, and actually, he's been doing some hand whittling here too, or did one anyway. Let's see. Send this baby off a little bit. See if I can get it out far enough. suppose I'd go ahead and give this one eye holes too. Might as well. If I can find my 9/16 bit. That's been kind of a trick here lately. For some reason, I don't know why, but it's been like that bit likes to hide from me. It's always the one you need that you can't find. Nope, that's a big paddle bit. It's somewhere, that's what I know. It's so nice having this building. I'm going to be able to take all this crap out of this cart and put it up on these benches. And I guess it ain't going to be today on the eyes. I'll just have to wait till I can find that bit. I want to counterstick them. My last ones I didn't set them back in there. And I just don't like them as much like that. I want them to have a little bit of, he needs a burn though. Yeah. He needs a final burn. But they're fun to make. And now I'm starting to get a pretty good little pile of unfinished pieces going over here. I got 3 Cardinals, 2 little Eagles, and then a little Noon Hillbilly guy I made the other day. And then my finished Blue Jay on a shelf I slapped together out of this pallet wood yesterday. I got sitting over here. I'll show you here in a second. These few little chippy pieces are coming off. Back in the back. That's it. Alright. Next. That baby off. Give you come spin view. And I mean, you know, it's got to be painted and the eyes be drilled in. And I've used plastic eyes for these. And so plastic eyes put in, all that stuff. But anyway, you kind of get the idea. It's 45-degree angle looking. Beak, I can actually cut that beak down a little bit. I never even sanded it. I wonder if I ought to do that real quick. But anyway, feather detail. He's looking off to the right. Yeah, I forgot all about the beak. I wonder if I could do that without bolting it down. I can try. Just have to go a little easier. Now it's raining. It's a pretty good sprinkle. So I'm glad I'm under here. And yeah, you guys ain't fogged up or nothing. But this building, I'm really happy about this building. Yeah, after that, I kind of made up my mind. I do want to just finish it, be done with it. And I'll probably go ahead and give it the, I like to sink the eyes in to find that bit, but I don't have to. But what I can do is I can take the saw, I can screw this thing back down, just give it a little groove there, and then drill the eyes in. So I'm going to screw it back down and just be done with it. I mean, do the whole thing and be done with it. Because I already got 3 of them on the shelf that I'm going to have to go back and finish now. So why make another one? Especially like just get the job done. And it only needs a few more things. Those holes drilled out, or the holes drilled for the eyes and the beak. Cut the mouth in and the couple nose holes, and the thing will be done. Yeah. Well, that came just right. It's a little much more right there. Yeah. That baby's out of fuel, so I hit it. I hit it just right. Anyway, okay. Here's my here's one of my die grinders, but I think my pointy burr bit's in here in the garage in my Dremel station. So let me run grab that real quick. What we got? 211 and 115. Really awesome. I appreciate that. We've been on here 81 minutes. Hey, Amy Jo, what's going on? We were talking about you here a minute ago in your video and talking about how things, when you say things, they just don't always come out right. And how that just is what it is. In practice, like I was talking about when I practiced Friday. Everything I had wrote on that playlist, I played it twice, didn't screw anything up. And then I couldn't play it in front of people. So it's just kind of, stuff just don't always come out right. It's just the way it is, you know. Anyway, it's encouraging that everybody goes to it. We're all in this together. Woo-hoo. So here's what I'm talking about. Pointy little burr. And it was actually chucked up in the flex shaft. So I had to have it. Let's see what we got. Tighten that baby down real quick. And this one is Bauer, my Harbor Freight El Cheapo. They come in a 2-pack for $15 or $16. And these pointy burrs, I can't see buying that pointy burr from anybody else and paying a lot more, because you get 2 of these for the same price. And the only reason I don't still have them both is I dropped the die grinder one day with 1 a minute and it bent it, and so that was the end of that, of course. But I mean, you get 2 of them for $15, and those pointy little burrs, they last forever. So, and I've got exactly 5 cut saw burrs that I bought through Woodworker's Dilemma. His link off of cut saw. But everything I use is a quarter, so all right. He looks mouthy. For your effort. Mouthy little turd bird. Yeah, anyway, I'm just really happy to have all this stuff out here. Well, I'm always missing something. I need to just go ahead and take all this crap out of this cart, spread it out on this bench. It'll be easier to find. And actually, I'm looking for, there it is. Heck, it was out in the open, you dummy. Okay. Now I got a quarter bit in a hole saw. And, yeah, let's hammer it. Don't push too much or he's going to have rings around his eyes, right? Man, you look at that, the hole, the way it is and all that. It kind of looks like he's high. Oh, that's funny. I've been in a lot of pain lately. Okay. Yeah, all right, cool. All right, well, that's easy. Easier to paint. But I'm going to burn that little bit of on the red out here. But I could rough coat him. Wouldn't hurt. It's just I'm getting a heck of a pile of stuff that's not ready. Or, you know, that's not complete because I kept rough carving and moving on. And like I really used to finish something. Really. He's smoking again. That's the thing. I did that for 22 years. And I don't miss it. I've been, February it'd be 8 years tobacco free. Totally tobacco free. And after 22 years of doing, I feel so much better. I think I feel better. Well, I have more energy at 49 than I did at 39. And maybe that's weird, but that's how I feel. Okay, is what it is. I'm gonna burn that a little bit, yeah. Did I burn that? Yeah, it does. Well, then what are you doing now? You guys ever have that? I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, screw it. Okay, yeah. Take the bolt out, sweep the dust off, see if I can't find a can of paint. We'll at least get this guy some red. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, dummy. All right. Kapow. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program. I'm glad to see you today. I would like to talk to you about some serious things. I forgot what they were. Okay. All right, hold on a minute. I gotta find some red paint. This guy's retarded. Yeah, I can't believe that. What's wrong with him? Oh. Come on, Cardinal, let's do it. Kukukaracha, kukukaracha. Okay, yeah. I think the fellow needs to wear a white jacket. You guys remember his name? Remember, it wasn't Bill. Been too many Bills. Hello, Bill. In fact, there was a, I don't know if it's Lions Club or the Elks or something like that in Upper Sandusky, Ohio, which is funny because you have Sandusky and then you have Upper Sandusky. And would you believe it? Sandusky is above Upper Sandusky. Not sure what happened there, but not judging. But anyway, the Elks, they have a big painting. I think it's the Elks. They got a big painting out there that says, "Hello, Bill." Because, you know, I mean, back then, you know, if you're 75, 80 years old, you know, the Bill was a really popular name back then. So I gotta think, as a chainsaw carver and knowing a bunch of hand carvers and Dremel carvers and the like as of late, over the last about 6 months, I gotta think that that sign's gonna say hello, Josh, before too long. We'll find out. Instead of hello, Bill. Why does this say Bill? All these guys in here are named Josh. All right, you got a red coat on. The red coats are coming. The red coats are coming. Okay. Let's see what we got. 212125. All right, appreciate you guys. Hey, Lindsay. Awesome. Northern State Sausage Brand. I think Nieces is like, okay, never heard of her. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's set this on the shelf for now. We can do the black and all that later. Yeah, anyway. That way I got some done stuff. And then what time we got? 9:59, almost 10. We can start on something. I could go until 10. And I just seen Woodworker's Dilemmas in there. If you're into carving, you want to get into Dremel carving or chainsaw carving, at some point in time, you're going to have to get burrs for die grinders or for Dremel type tools. Check out Woodworker's Dilemma. He's got a link where you can buy Cutsaw brands. It helps his channel out. I think he gets a 5% or something percent commission off of that. So it helps him out personally. And he's an older person, so he could use the money. Help him out. Well, I don't know if he could use them. Heck, he could be related to the Kardashians. If that's the case, Joe, hell, you should be giving me my Cutsaws for free. If you don't look like Kim, though, I will say that. A little bit of Botox, and you could probably make it happen. All right. Let me go out here and find a piece of wood. That piece I've been cutting on. Yeah, I can get to a piece of it. It makes for a little smaller Morel, but I'm okay with that too. Let me get this saw. I haven't even used this saw yet in my ear muffins. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be keeping up with Joe and the Kardashians. Oh, let's see. But yeah, seriously, if you're getting into carving, which I don't recommend, and here's why. Chainsaws and other power tools, but especially chainsaws, can be dangerous. If you use one of these, the potential for death is extremely high. Never use one of these for anything whatsoever. You'll be going along, oh, blood just squirting everywhere. And the coyotes and the wolves and everything is circling around, and the buzzards come down and kapow, they eat you. Next thing you know, you're spread across the fields for miles and miles as the birds' droppings fall. Just don't do it, folks. You will die. Official disclaimer from Bear and the Boss Lady. Okay. You have to cut your head off. Can't blame me. All right. I know you're going to do it. You're not going to listen, but it won't be my fault. Okay. Hit my drill and about knocked it over. All right. This is going to be Bartholomew. He's going to be our mushroom friend. He's going to hang out with us for a little while. How's it going? We'll call you Barty. How about that, Barty? Barty the mushroom. Okay. All right. Sounds rather strange, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Now, folks, sad to say, I won't be on here this afternoon. Got a family thing this afternoon, late afternoon. I could still come in the dark. I don't know. Haven't made up my mind yet. Kind of doubt it. But might. I mean, I need to make stuff, so... Oh, I ran out of fuel. I need to make stuff, so I don't know why I wouldn't, but... I'll just have to see how it goes. All I know is any more than a can of beer, and I'm not picking up a power tool. And if you go out to eat somewhere, now you're talking about bottles. And so you drink a bottle, that's a good bit more. And if you did, now if you didn't, that's fine. But if you did, have a bottle of beer or a margarita or something like that, probably shouldn't be messing with no power tools. And you probably shouldn't be messing with power tools anyway, because I mean you're gonna die eventually if you use them. It's just gonna pop up and they're just gonna pop up and just cut you clear in half, and then they're gonna take half your body and they're gonna put it out there on in Colorado and the Rocky Mountains, and they're gonna take the other half and they're gonna take it down there to West Virginia and yeah, put it up there where they ski and all that crap. Anyway, whatever. Come on, Grandma. Your mom. What I'm gonna do is once I get this card, I'm going to cut it off right there, and we'll just use that piece of it and leave this little block. Let's give this guy a name. Okay, it's a guy mushroom, little Morel mushroom, and we're going to name it Peggy. You guys okay with that? Okay. All right, just want to make sure. Peggy the mushroom. I mean, it's kind of like a boy named Sue, right? All right, that's general shape. They don't take no time to make at all. And then cut your little grooves in. So it's harder with this, with something this small. It's not going to look as realistic as those did. But this kind of is what it is. You do what you got to do, you know, and somebody will buy it. That's a heck of it. Yeah. Okay. Let's make him smoke. Don't take long to make them. Well, it don't take long to get there if you're high and pressurized. You can do a lot better show there if you're high and pressurized. That's the old Hank Williams Jr. song from when we were kids. And Dad liked him. I don't know. I don't really care about him one way or the other anymore. Somebody, oh, you mean you don't like both seats? Well, no, that's not that I don't necessarily wouldn't say I don't like it. Just don't care. You know what I mean? How about that? You feel that way? Can't like them all, folks. You can't like them all. Yeah, and I mean, the bottom line is, I mean, um, not exactly the cleanest music to listen to anyway, although it might not be foul. You know, I mean, think about the storyline and stuff like that. Of course, that kind of stuff is unbelievably common now, but that doesn't make it right. Not judging, just saying. Not for everyone. He's a kind of character. His son, I wouldn't listen to that stuff. He's unbelievably foul, I think. Not particularly personally interested in it. I ain't trying to tell anybody else out here. There's that. Put the sanding wheel tip and the mask. There's the mask. There's the mask. Oh, you have a mask. Let's see what you guys got here. 248 and 142. Really awesome. Hey, baby kisses, what's going on? Yeah, this will be the second one. Hey, Aiden Fletcher, what's going on, buddy? Hey, this will be the second one that I made, and I'm going to sand it down and then cut it off of that base. I'll just cut it. I like cutting them off flush. Some people actually just leave the bark on the bottom of it, or leave that last little piece as a base and clean it up real nice. But I don't personally like to do them that way. Hey. I think it's gonna work. It's not plugged in, dum dum. You dum dum, you dum dum, you dum dum. Okay. All right. Few little pieces off there. Yeah, a few little pieces I can burn before I paint that. Hit the burn, paint, sand, or no, burn, paint, burn, 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 burn. Which means that's why you got to burn them a lot in stages. There's just a little bit back in there if I can clear out any of it at all. Before I hit it with the paint. Ah, that didn't mean it. Get what I can before like these little pieces that get back down in there that you can't reach. Try to get what I can get before I hit it with the paint. I mean, even this one, you get 40 bucks out of it, so I'll try. It don't take that long, you know. Some guys get more. I mean, they get $100 out of a little morel like this. I can't imagine that in my area. And I like selling stuff. It's not really so much about making money for me, as much as I enjoy it. Okay. Get that baby with some paint. Yeah, I wonder if I ought to cut it off first. Because I'm not going to, yeah. No, I should cut it off first. Ear muffs back on. Ear mufflers. That was a balancing act, wasn't it? Hang that up. I get it in there without knocking my coffee cup over. I got my coffee cup on my sauce stand. Anyhow, that's that little guy. I will sand that end once we paint him and burn him again. I'm going to have overspray anyway. So, but he actually come out really good. We'll see how it sands. If you didn't sand it, if you just left it like that, and or painted it black even, and left it like that, like with a black morel, then it would look pretty good. But I like putting effort into making them look like grays or yellows. I'm a little closer than I'd like to be to these paint fumes. Okay, how's that? Close the nozzle off and burn them at the stake. What do we got for time here? Let that baby burn. 10:21. Okay, I got 9 minutes. Finish this. And I think we can do it. I don't know though. It wouldn't hurt my feelings to make one black and see if it sells. Most people, unless you're a serious morel owner, most people have never even seen a black morel because they're a lot harder to find and they come up earlier than most people are even looking for them. So I don't know. Somebody might say, heck, he must have fell asleep that day and couldn't finish the job. I don't know. What do you got here? Fix the bark on a half look. Yeah, grouping fixed to the bark. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean there, but you can explain it to me, bud. I'll listen. Let's see. But I appreciate you guys all being in there. That's for sure. 219 people watching. I think that's really awesome. So obviously it's not screwed down. And yeah, you know what though? I could zip that out before it gives that paint a little bit more time to dry. I'll zip that out and screw that piece back now. Hit my little smoker. Yeah, I cooked that fish yesterday. Well, Chris and Dust was carving, and I was running a wire and listening to him and running my underground over here. But I haven't got hooked up yet. But so the whole time I was listening to him running a wire, and I had this trout, two trout wrapped up in a little mini smoker there on the ground, and I had let it go too long. The skin was stuck, and I like eating the skin on those little trout. The skin was stuck to the aluminum foil, so that did not work out. All right, get my mask. I need to figure out where I took my handle off the other day. I was cutting this metal, and now I don't know where it's at. It's around here somewhere. I definitely need it. More stable. Yeah, okay. Sander. Should be good. Burn that, they must be off to the races. Heck yeah. Torch again. Oh, man. Little guy. Burn that last little. Oh, I shut the big valve off. I'll get a little done. Burn the last little bits in and out. And I have a pretty good pile of these going now. And they just keep getting better looking, you know, like this one here. It's harder with these smaller ones to do it this way. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, you could use a burr and you could make them look really realistic. The problem is you're only going to get so much money out of something like this anyway. So the more time you put in it, the less time they look good enough, and it's the less time you're going to have to put in the stuff that you can make more money on, or things that just sell really well. So, I mean, I thought about making a cane, but I would never sell it, and I'll tell you why. I've seen canes sit at a place, big place, really popular place for vacationers to stop and buy souvenirs and stuff. And I've seen Morel canes that they were obviously Dremel work and they just look fantastic, and they don't sell at $35. Cane this high, or you know, walking stick this high, or the Morel about that big, that looks real as can be, $35, and nobody buys it. So you don't want to put that much effort. Be careful how much effort you put into something like this, unless it's for you or for a gift. Then you're doing it with love, and things change. Then it changes. Well, it looks pretty good. Hey, you know what a Morel looks like? You know, pretty handy little piece. All right, set this over here. I'll give you guys a little little bit of shop view, although I can't show. Here's where we're at so far with. We're going to build a window out of this same stuff. Go back there so I can take it in and out so I can get a breeze in the summertime. And slap this little shelf together out of a pallet. Got us a little bench laying across there. So it's going pretty good. And very functional. This sticks way out here. So I got plenty of coverage. And I'm pretty happy with it. But anyway, that's what I got. And I won't see you guys. I don't know. I might be back on here this evening, but honestly, if I do, it'll be late, and I might be Dremel carving even. Heck, I don't know, because I'm really liking playing with that thing, and I've made 4 things with it so far, and got to give 2 of them away so far too. That was really fun. But that's what I got. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, baby kisses. I've been busy. I built this building. I started last Friday, and I had most of it done Tuesday, and then just little pieces here and there as I go. And now I need to get to where I'm carving in here just about, well, every other evening. I'm doing that now anyway on YouTube, but I need to make some more stuff because we got a thing coming up the 25th. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. 159 likes, most appreciated. Hey, you sold some for 25? Yeah, you're right, Aiden. It just kind of depends. And down here where there's we're really close to Hocking Hills State Park, which is a really well-known, and we didn't realize how well-known we grew up close to here all our lives, and had no idea how well known that it was for a vacation spot. But they had those canes in there, and that place is really well known for picking vacationers up, and they're coming in and looking, especially on rainy days and things like that. And they couldn't hardly sell those canes. I mean, they sold really, really slow. You go in there, they'd still always have a whole bunch of them. And then they ended up marking them down and finally getting rid of them altogether, you know, and like the one I just bought, it was a wolf shape, and some of you might have seen it. I painted it. It was a wolf, and I turned it into, it made it look like my husky Rusty that I had. But they had them at Rural King, and they were real nice looking. They had the cow ones. I didn't like them, but the wolves are really cool. They only wanted $16 for them, and nobody was buying them. They ended up marking them down to $7, and I thought, man, there's no way that I'm going to carve canes. That is definitely a niche that some people can sell them, but they don't sell them around here. I don't, whatever. But anyway, hey, I appreciate you guys watching, and I may try to come back this evening. I can't say for sure, but then Tuesday for sure. Check out Creation Dust's video he just put out this morning. The cute little bear, and the bear is climbing up. Paul's on the front. Well, you just had to check it out. It's insanely cute video. It's not that long. It's only just about 7 minutes, and a really good video. So be sure and check that out, as well as a lot of our people lit up in blue here. Aiden Fletcher, the Electric Whittler, if he's still in there. Baby Kisses, she makes some cute stuff. Let's see who else we got here. We have Woodworker's Dilemma. I think I said you too. And then if you want to buy Cuts All Birds, you can buy them through Joe's link. And Woodworker's Dilemma. It's DIY, do it yourself dilemma. But hey, appreciate you guys watching. It's 10:32. I gotta go give praise to my Creator and be instructed. And if you get the chance to do that today, you should too. Come back when you can stay later.